Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad that you guys are still alive because people die. That's a thing, okay? So I'm glad that you guys are with me. I'm glad that we're breathing. I'm glad that we're all here and that we're available to watch this mediocre tarot reading about twin flames. So what I'm going to do for you guys today is we're going to take a look at the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and we are going to take a look at the energies for both of those parties for the month of May 2021. So that is going to look like essentially the energy for both parties, the head and heart space, and then some kind of outcome, some kind of action-based reality in which we can sort of maybe envision what might happen this month. Obviously, timing is very hard to predict, but in any case, we're going to get some kind of outcome that will, I hope, be positive. Okay, guys, so let's get started. I might use this other deck just in case I get bored, but in any case, we're going to use this one for now. And let's start with the energy for, let's say, the feminines, all right? Let's start with those guys. Girls, I suppose, but gender fluid neutral people. But let's start with the feminine energy. So dear spirit, please connect me to the twin flame energy for the month of May 2021. And just as a reminder, everybody, don't give me too much power because I'm just a person. So try not to take these as some sort of gospel. Okay, guys? So just take what resonates, essentially. All right, so what is going on with the feminine's energy for the month of May? Let's see what you guys are going through. All right, first card that we have, feminines, is we have the Emperor. So that's the masculine energy here. This is the divine masculine showing up in your energies. So that tells me two things. One, you guys are balancing out your feminine, your masculine energies. And two, it tells me that your masculine's energy is very much affecting your energy, or that your thoughts and your energy is very much attached to the masculine energy, okay? Which might make sense given the deep spiritual nature of the connection, okay? So pay attention to that, but certainly energetically you guys are feeling a little bit more in control this month, gaining a little bit more in control, gaining some power, some discipline, okay, action-based things, all right, taking care of yourself, taking care of your worldly matters, okay, very emperor energy, very masculine energy, okay, so you're balancing out that energy and also picking up on your masculines a lot, I think, as well, okay? So pay attention to that as it comes forward. But that's a very confident energy to be in. So there is some confidence to be gained this month. A discipline, right? Very, very masculine-like energies, okay? Getting things done, productivity, things of that nature, okay? So your energy is forward-thinking, balancing out that masculine. Let's see what else we can get for you guys, feminine. We have the Knight of Swords, so yeah, as you move through that energy, we're getting into a busy time for the feminines. You guys may be charging ahead. There is some impulsive energy along with that, but certainly with the Knight of Swords, you are able to take charge and kind of go into battle. So this is going to translate into your energy as essentially feeling very clear about what you need to do and just getting it done. And that's because of that Emperor energy, that Major Arcana, which is, again, about productivity. So you have this double down energy about moving forward, getting things done, getting clear about what it is that you want, completing tasks. Okay, there's a real rushing kind of energy going on here. So there's a forward momentum that's building and pushing you forward, and your masculine's energy may be helping you with that, okay? Regardless of if you're talking to them or not. But there is a masculine energy, either your own balancing or your actual masculine's pushing you forward, okay? Because everybody does have masculine and feminine energy inside of them. Some are dormant, some are repressed, some are toxic, others are balanced. But the idea is you can balance that out. And that's, I think, the goal, obviously, is to have both of those in unison. So let's keep going. We've got a third card here for your energy feminines, and we have the Ace of Coins. So what it is that you guys are heading towards? Well, some sort of grounded beginning, something that'll make you happy, certainly with the Ace of Pentacles. But as an energy, this is about a new beginning in your 3D world, okay? And your 3D world is essentially where you eat, smoke, drink, use the bathroom, touch things, masturbate, you know, your 3D world, okay? So this is all about your groundedness and your ability to move forward through life and have enough, your survival, right? Root chakra kind of energy going on here. So you guys are charging towards this new beginning, creating your own new beginning, I feel, and really getting into this grounded energy. So some new opportunities coming for you guys because of this control, this discipline, this action-based energy. There's something that is coming into your life in a real opportune manner that's going to show up in your physical life. Okay, so that's good energy to have. Let's move into your into your masculine's energy here. And also with the Ace of Coins, I just wanted to mention you guys are probably taking care of your finances, a little bit more focus on career and stuff like that, or just matters that you can control. Okay, so again, a lot of masculine energy coming in here for the feminine. So let's see if the masculines are either the same or reversed. So what's going on with the masculine energy for the month of May 2021? So we have the Queen of Swords. Kind of funny. You have the masculine energy is up there and in the feminine. Now the feminine energy is in the masculine, right? Interesting. Queen of Swords is probably the most masculine feminine card in this deck. But in any case, the Queen of Swords is an energy about speaking up, speaking your truth, being very clear about how you want to speak. Okay, so a lot of masculines may be changing the way that they speak or speaking up for themselves or speaking their truth to other people, but it has a lot to do with the throat chakra and a lot to do with communication. Okay, so the masculines are essentially cutting out some bullshit and maybe being very cold towards certain people in their life, or certain situations, of course. But this is an energy of a little bit more confidence, okay? Just like the Emperor energy here, the Queen of Swords is someone who's very confident in what she has to say. So they're moving into some throat chakra work, may have had some breakthroughs in that. I know I have, if I'm considering myself the masculine here, lots of breakthroughs in how I speak. We then move on to the Justice card. So masculines are manifesting, or what is being manifested for the masculines in their energy is some type of justice. It's divine justice, okay? So it's karma coming back around. This can be in any kind of matter, legal matters, financial matters, career matters, health matters, energy matters. But because we're focusing on the energy, this is essentially them reaching a new stage or a balance or a clearing of some kind that is going to put them back into where they're supposed to be. So essentially, if masculines have been feeling like they don't really recognize who they are, they don't really know what's going on anymore, this Justice card is a sort of a clearing or a balance to get them back to where they're supposed to be, okay? So they're getting something that they need, that they've been waiting on, or that has been eluding them, or something, right? It's finally coming back around for them. So that's very good. It'll play out in their physical life very differently, just as it might for you. And then the masculines are also focusing on their rest. This is the dog Fenrir, responsible in Norse mythology for bringing about the end of days for them. But he's tied up in a very healthy, non-sexual, very liberal way. But he can't do any damage like this, okay? He's essentially a cuckold. And in this case, it's about rest, so he doesn't really have any other options but to rejuvenate, to rest himself, to meditate. So the masculines are having a nice, easy focus on really getting into an energy of introspection and meditation, and where they need to rest their bodies as well. Okay, so there is some divine justice, something coming in here to make sense. Small example: last month, April, I hit all of my goals. I did all the tarot readings I wanted to do, all the YouTube stuff, all the music, all the writing, all the meditation that I wanted to do for that month, all the physical, like I did every single goal, very masculine energy, every single goal that I took, that I wanted, I did. But I didn't focus too much on taking care of myself. So what happened is that by the end of the month, I felt exhausted, tired, and I didn't really feel any happier or more at peace despite me setting all my goals. So when you operate from just a productivity measure of success for your value, your self-worth, it doesn't make you any happier. It doesn't get you any closer to your dreams, not necessarily, especially if you are making work that's tired work, right? So there's this idea of resting coming in for the masculines as well, whereas the feminines are kind of doing the opposite. They're doing what the masculines did in April, and now masculines are kind of trying to focus more on speaking their truth, changing the way that they feel about themselves, changing the way that they speak, getting some rest, and some kind of justice to come in here, which is, again, an energy clearing or a balance coming in for them. So they're finding some type of balance coming in for this month for the masculines, okay? So pretty good energy for both parties. I hope it did resonate. We're going to move on to the head space and heart space of both parties. So I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to say how the masculines are thinking about their feminines at this time. So how are the masculines thinking about their feminines at this time, Spirit? What's going on? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands, so there's a burden or a responsibility on their mind. There's something in the way. There's something weighing on their shoulders, okay? A lot of stuff going on for them. There could be something in the way of this relationship. Yeah, separation with the Five of Coins. So being left out in the cold. They may have done this to you, or certainly just the separation in general. Maybe weighing on them with the Ten of Wands. I'm in COVID. Disallows me to see the person that I want to see. So there's that as well. That makes sense for me. It's going to look different for each masculine. And then finally, one last card. We have the Queen of Wands, so they do see you as that person, okay? This is that kind of Beyonce energy. I don't really know why I keep using Beyonce as an example. I'm not even a particular fan of her, but in any case, this is that self-made woman, and she's just got it going on. She's doing her thing, right? So this is how they see you. They do see you as the Queen of Wands, the independent, but very passionate, creative woman who can basically dance on a volcano and just be like, I don't give a shit. That's what I do. I dance on volcanoes. Look up my ass. That's the Queen of Wands energy, okay? So very confident, very sensual, very creative, very in touch with themselves, very go-getter energy. So they do see you as that powerful person, but there's a responsibility burden of the separation. So there's something in their life that's co-created with this separation that's weighing them down, okay? So let's move on into the feminine's headspace. This is how you guys are going to be thinking about your masculine. So how are the feminines thinking about their masculines at this time? Let's see what you guys are mirroring back to them. Okay, we have the King of Coins. So the Queen of Wands, King of Coins, seeing your masculine as somebody who could be an earth sign, of course, for some of you, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But King of Coins, independent benefactor, somebody who's grounded, wealthy, maybe independent, works on themselves, maybe a little bit stable, or somebody who is trying to exemplify that energy, even if they aren't there yet. But this is that reliable sort of person. So it's somebody that you're thinking about that really has this larger than life presence in your life, okay? And they're worth a lot, all right? This turtle basically carries the world on its back. So somebody that really maybe does have a lot of burdens, or they're doing all this stuff independently of anybody and really just moving ahead with everything that they have. So you could be seeing them with a little bit more respect with the King of Coins as well. Let's see what else I can get for you feminines and how you're thinking about your masculines at this time. We have the Knight of Coins, so yeah, more earth energy coming in here. Practical, slow, probably tired of waiting on them, but you see that they're working towards something, and they're putting in some real discipline and some real effort towards something. Certainly, you could even be wanting that, but again, more earth energy, so they're more focused on practical matters, things of that nature. Seeing them move towards something, but in a slow manner, but maybe more productive than they usually have been. They're trying to find some kind of grounded reality for themselves. And yeah, look, you have all Pentacles cards, so you clearly, feminines, are seeing them more as physical realities and how they are in the physical, and seeing them as, you know, maybe what's not going on in the physical and stuff like that. But it's a lot of physical energy, because the Four of Coins ending this out with the Pentacles is really about holding on to something. So you're obviously holding on to them. They could be holding on to situations. Maybe they're afraid to leave the nest, essentially, with this vulture protecting them. Maybe they feel like they don't have enough, so they can't really go out. So this doesn't have to translate into finances, obviously. It's your thoughts towards them, but your thoughts are essentially looking like, well, what's going on? Like, you know, how do I get them out of that, or how do I get them out of their comfort zone, or how do I push them forward with this? Like they seem to be afraid of taking some leaps or moving forward in some direction. But in any case, there's some protective energy over them as well. So you guys are probably protecting them as well, because you could be the vulture in this situation, and or vice versa, that they could be protective of you. But it's your thoughts about them, so take it as it resonates, okay? So let's move on from the thoughts, and we'll get into the feelings, okay? See how you guys are feeling towards each other at this time. So how are the masculines feeling towards their feminines for the month of May? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, so some kind of change going on here, a change in fate, change in destiny. Their feelings and their perspective is shifting towards something. So let's see what it's shifting towards, because the Wheel of Fortune is a big change for them. So something within their heart space is changing quite dearly towards their feminine. Something has shifted, or has occurred, or will occur in the month of May that is shifting the energies. And let's see. Yeah, here we go. Shifting towards the Ace of Swords. Shifting towards knowing what to do, knowing how to think about the feminine, clarity, insight, downloads of information to make this relationship a little bit more open-ended, a little bit more clear, and a little bit more filled with truth and justice to some degree, okay? So basically, in layman's terms, they're coming to the realization that the love that they have for you is actually quite deep, deeper than they thought it was, okay? Often we know that we love somebody, but until we really understand what it means to love somebody, being vulnerable, compassion, empathy, we're kind of ignorant to that. And it seems that they're absolutely coming to the fact, because the King of Swords just came out. So this is a decision, a confident decision with confidence. So they're feeling like, hey, you know what, my feelings for this person is changing. I'm having some downloads. Oh shit, maybe this person's the only one that I really love more than anybody. I should really make a decision about this because it's about time. King of Swords. Okay, so there is a shift coming in. That's really great, actually. Okay, so their feelings are shifting and towards really a true understanding of who you are. Now let's take a look at the feminines. How are they feeling towards their masculines at this time? We have the Two of Swords. You guys aren't really sure what to think. There's some lack of information, lack of judgment going on here for some of you. For others of you, you're in a situation where you can't really make a move, physically or emotionally. Just not really aware of what's going on with them, okay? Completely blind, essentially, not really seeing it coming. We have the Five of Swords, yeah, because you guys have had some conflict and defeat, and that has sort of put you in a place where you're not really expecting anything because of the things that have happened in the past. The Five of Swords there, so you guys have had some conflict, some defeat. That's weighed on you, and you're not really getting your hopes up or anything, and your feelings towards them, feminines, and then you have the World. So look at that. So you have that completion. So they're shifting towards something very positive, and you might not really be feeling that because you're kind of not wanting to get your hopes up or anything, and yet the World suggests that this is the twin flame, this is the culmination, this is the person that's only ever going to make you happy, but it also signifies the completion of a cycle coming in very soon for you guys, especially with this energy with the masculines feeling like they're coming to an awareness, a new level of trust in this relationship. And you guys are going to be feeling that because you have the two people dancing here at the end. So something very positive happening emotionally anyway for the feminines and masculines in the month of May. Okay, so very, very important energy. So let's move on to the outcome for the month of May. And I want to take a look and see if I can't use this deck just as a little bit of a different energy. But let's see what I can pick up. So what is going on with the Twin Flame Collective? What is the outcome for both these parties and union for the month of May 2021? Let's see, all right. First card that we have is Hope. Okay, so this is essentially the star card. So the faith and hope of this relationship is still there. Do not give up hope if you're thinking about it. Certainly this is a beautiful energy to have because it does talk about there being some kind of legitimate offer to come in and still give you guys the happiness that you need, that you want. Look, we have the material harvest, so this is your masculine here basking in the glories of something, their food, their hard work, their earnings. So even get this idea, the masculines are kind of getting grounded and earning something this month that's going to make them more financially stable, more emotionally stable. There's still hope in this connection, this relationship. It is leaning towards something where both parties are going to have something to share. Yeah, we have a firm foundation, right? So now we're coming in with the we're coming in with something solidly built. Okay, so this relationship is taking on a deeper kind of commitment. Damn, look at this black guy's traps. This guy's going off. Damn. All right. I'm never going to have a back like that. So that's life. Oh well. A firm foundation, guys. The reality of my entire physical body just hit me, and I was like, oh, all right. Well, yeah, fair. In any case, guys, firm foundation is really good because it does talk about being in a place where you are committed again, where there is something that both you guys are believing. So there's hope of a real strong committed relationship and something grounded to a degree where you guys are going to be able to see it in the physical. Okay, like we have another 4 here with the discontent and boredom. So you guys have been waiting for a long time. This is represented here by a masculine figure, so it could be your masculines with their back turned to the world. So there's been some isolation and some deep introspection that's almost gone on a little bit too much. And then we have that mental conflict card, which is essentially the idea of that Two of Swords. So it's just being of two minds, not really having a clear decision of things going on right here. And then finally, outcome for both these parties for the month of May. Just going to get one last card, guys. And we have the heart chakra, okay? And so you have 3 4s. You have 4 4 4. And that is that's actually one of my favorite angel numbers. Very auspicious, means really the angels and your guides are really working towards this kind of happy ending. So look up 444 if it resonates with you. It's an angel number. maybe something that you see regularly. But your heart chakra is opening up, so there's a lot of love and a lot of expansion, and we were kind of covering that already with the with this other deck over here, okay, in that heart space. So there's hope. We have this as essentially a major arcana, so there's healing and faith in this connection. There is like a chance of like rejuvenation and cleansing, and this relationship getting into a much more healthier place. Material harvest is you're now adding some firm foundation to this relationship. There's more discipline, more groundedness, more financial security, more career, more money. So there's something within this relationship that is becoming more committed and grounded this month. If you're in a relationship, if you're talking with them, this is just a more open, expansive of commitment and discipline within this connection, more time together, just feeling more love for each other, especially with the heart chakra. And because we have the discontent and the mental conflict card next to each other, and then ending with the heart chakras, it tells me that these two cards here are talking about the really what's been going on is just not being like turning your back away from the world, because you're not really sure about how this feels. Like this could be the masculine, like I don't know if I feel one way or the other, right? But the heart chakra comes in to essentially open this up, is that these feelings, this expansive love, unconditional love, is opening them up. And that's going to push them away from the discontent and boredom and the mental conflict, because mental conflict is essentially due to overthinking, a lack of intuitive knowledge, not relying on wisdom, and being cut off from the heart space. Because essentially you're just arguing with yourself inside your brain, and there really is never going to be a true solution. It's only when your heart opens up do you really feel confident in going in any one particular direction, essentially the one that you would love to go in, you'd like to go in, that serves your heart. So their heart is opening up to make this indecision, this backwards, kind of back to the world energy where you're not really taking their emotions seriously, and finally opening up and expanding into something more. Okay, so what that translates to as an outcome for many of you twin flames this month is that your relationship is getting more committed, more disciplined, more grounded, more based in reality. There's hope, there's healing, and it's going to be opening up, expanding the heart, because those energies where the mental conflict and their kind of apathetic energies are kind of ending this month, okay, with that heart chakra opening up. Okay, guys, that is your reading. I hope it resonates. If you watch this far, just pay attention to my community posts, guys, because I'm more than likely will be giving away like free readings every month. So just pay attention to that if it's something that you're interested in. In any case, I hope you guys resonate with this reading. It was pretty good. Talk to you guys next month for your next Twin Flame General. But in the next few days, I'll be doing a DM and DF specific Twin Flame reading, okay, for those parties. So just watch out for that if you're interested. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.